Hey everybody, and welcome back to another kids cooking program. So June is National Ice Cream Month and we are making ice cream to celebrate. So this recipe is super easy. Anybody can do it, I promise. Um yeah, I I also have a confession to make. So usually when I make videos, I make them in one cut. And I've told the other librarians about this in workshops and stuff. I'm like, if it doesn't work in the first shot, I'm not doing it again. You guys get whatever you get kind of thing. And usually it works out. Today, however, I will be editing the video because there will be like 6 minutes of shaking a bag that you guys don't need to watch. So I will cut it and edit it for you guys. So I will tilt down the screen so you guys can see a little. I'll move my chair down. So I have a bag full of ice here. And then this is a bag that we're going to actually make our recipe in. So for this recipe, I think it's like 5 ingredients. It's super easy. We're going to start with some half and half. 1 cup, and we're going to pour it into this bag. So we're going to be very careful and holding on to our bag the entire time, because then it's going to go into this bag, and that's what we shake for like 5-6 minutes. So the recipe calls for 1 cup of half and half. So this measuring cup I have here is half a cup. I'm going to put in there, so that's half, and then 1 cup. Also, without fail, I forgot to mention, make sure you wash your hands before you start any kind of cooking. There we go. Oh, that got messy a little bit. That's fine. Okay, perfect. So that's my 1 cup of half and half in my little baggie here. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar, and I don't have an actual tablespoon, so I'm just going to eyeball it with this really large spoon, just to add some sweetness to our ice cream. Okay, perfect. And then it calls for 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. But if you guys are more keen on, say, a chocolate or a caramel flavoring, I'm sure you could put that in here instead. So that's 1. Woo! I almost lost all of that milk out the side. So yeah, very careful with this recipe. Really got to test your coordination with this one as well. Perfect. Okay. So we got the sugar, we got the milk, and we got the vanilla in our cup here. And then we want to squeeze out any excess air. So I'm going to mostly close it. And then very carefully going to squeeze out the extra air. Perfect. Okay. You can see that there. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to come back to this big bag of ice. And we are going to put in half a cup of salt. Any kind of salt will work. I'm using coarse salt. Oh, not a half cup. Whoa, that's a lot of salt. A 1/4 cup is what the recipe is calling for. And I'm just going to use this and eyeball it. Perfect. And you add the salt to the ice. So this is kind of cooking and science all at the same time. And then we're going to take our bag of milk. You guys, the first time we did this, I was like, there's no way this is going to work. This is so crazy. But it does. The salt, when you shake it with the ice, it cools down the temperature of the ice, and that's what makes your milk freeze. or turn into like a more slush-like material. So you want to make sure that you have ice on both sides, top and bottom of that bag of milk that's in there. And then we are going to seal off this bag again, trying to get out all that extra air. Perfect. Okay. And then I forgot to bring oven mitts, so I'm just using tea towels to hold the bag because it's going to be really cold and you're going to have to shake it for a while. So what we're going to do is we are going to shake this until that milk turns to ice cream. So this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Keep shaking, and then I'll meet you back here in like 5 minutes. Hey guys, welcome back. Are you ready for the moment of truth? So my big bag that I was using sprung a leak halfway through, so it's a good thing that I had these cloths. And then we're gonna pull out our bag of what used to be milk, and you can see that it is now more of a solid. So the recipe that I'm following, it says, before you open up your bag, make sure to go rinse it in the sink to get the salt off of the outside, because you don't want salt in your ice cream. That's not going to taste good. But I'm not going to go do that. I'm just going to give it a really good wipe down. And then too, you could transfer it to a bowl and eat out of a bowl rather than eating out of a plastic bag. But I'm going to put this up so you guys can see it's kind of like a icy kind of texture in there. So it recommends to just take your spoon and give it a little stir, and that'll smoothen out your ice cream. You guys, how cool is this recipe? I've done this before with different flavors, not for ice cream, for slushies, which we'll be making next month. I'll show you guys how to make that. And it just blows me away. I think it's so cool. Yeah, so there's our ice cream. We're going to taste test it. I hope it tastes okay. It tastes like ice cream. I might put a little bit more sugar in it next time. Or put some more flavoring in there. I think some chocolate in there would be really good. And you could add sprinkles. You could add bananas and cherries. Make it a sundae. Get wild with this recipe, you guys. Hopefully my editing is good. First try doing the editing for you guys, so hopefully it turned out well. And yeah, we'll see you guys next month when we make slushies. All right, have fun, you guys. Bye.